Good morning, Year 3. Welcome to your maths video today. I hope you found yesterday's okay. I'm looking forward to having a look at them today and seeing how you all did. And I hope that you all remembered to write your name on the traffic light system at the bottom. If you didn't, don't worry, you can remember to do that today. In today's lesson, we are going to be doing something similar. So yesterday we were finding the difference between two numbers. Today we are going to be finding the difference again, but instead of using 2-digit numbers, we're going to be looking at 3-digit numbers. So we're going to be working with some numbers in the hundreds. So, for example, 125 take away 125 take away 110. We are going to find the difference between these two numbers. So, similarly to yesterday, we're going to start with our lowest number and use a number line that you can draw out on your piece of paper too in order to jump forward until we get to 125. So, I won't write it out there. 110 on our number line, and we need to get to 125. So just because we're working with bigger numbers doesn't mean that we can't think about what the next multiple of 10 is. Remember, multiple of 10 being a number in the 10 times table. So we're trying to get to 125. Let's jump forward to the next multiple of 10. We're at 110 now. What's the next multiple of 10? It would be 120. From 110 to 120, I have jumped 10. The difference between these two numbers is 10. Then, starting at 120, I still need to get to 125. But as some of you may have spotted, there isn't a massive difference between these two numbers now. So we can just jump along to 125. And the difference between 120 and 125 is 5. All that's left to do is to add up my jumps, the differences in my numbers. 10 add 5 is 15. And there's my answer. Okay, I'm going to give you one now to have a go at. I'm going to write it on the board, and if you pause the video, you can have a go. As I said, very similar to yesterday, so see if you can do this one when you pause the video. 260 take away 250. So we're going to start at 250. And we're going to jump forward, perhaps think about what the next multiple of 10 is, and that will help you begin your jumps. You're trying to get to this number, remember? So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, did you do it? Did you try? Okay, let's go through it and see how we got on. So, starting at 250, we're going to jump forward to the next multiple of 10. 250, what is the next multiple of 10? 260. 260. How many, or what is the difference between these two? It is 10. 250, 260. We're all very good at counting in tens, so that's 10. Now, we're still at 260, but we need to get to 262. So, a small jump here to take us to 262. What is the difference between 260 and 262? It's 2. Well done if you got that. So now the last thing left to do is just to add together, the differences. 10 add 2 is 12. The difference between these two numbers is 12, or 262 take away 250 is 12. Okay, give yourself a tick if you got that. If not, pause the video, go back and have a look as to where you went wrong. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, 517 take away 490. So, same as always, we're starting with this number here to find the difference. You can use your piece of paper and your pencil to draw out these number lines like I am for any of the questions that you face today. I find this a very, very useful tool in order to get to my answer. Okay, so do remember you have that piece of paper and that pencil there to help you when you're working out your answers. Okay, so starting at 490, trying to find the difference to 517. 590, let's jump forward a multiple of 10. What is the next multiple of 10? Do you know? Can you tell? It is 500. Well done if that's what you're thinking. 500. And we've jumped forward 10. Okay. Still need to get to 517, so I don't think we're quite done our jumps yet. So let's jump another multiple of 10. What is the multiple of 10 after 500? What is it? Jumping forward another 10. 510. Well done if that's what you're thinking or writing down. Okay, and now we're at 510. 510, and we have a little bit more to jump, so we need to get to that final number of 517. What is the difference between 510 and 517? If you look at the ones column, it will tell you in a fairly straightforward way. We've gone from 510 with 0 ones to 517 with 7 ones. So the difference between these numbers is 7. Well done if you got that. So the very final step, as always, to add together the differences. 10, add 10, add 7. So 2 10s is 20, add the 7 is 27. Can you see how 517 take away 490 initially might have looked like quite a tricky sum to do? That's quite tricky. Certainly not many of us, there isn't many of us that will be able to do that in our heads. I couldn't. So using a find the difference strategy is a very useful way to be able to see and find the answer to these questions, these more tricky ones. Okay, let's do one, let's put one on the board for you to have a go at. Okay, 606 take away 582. So we're going to start at 582 and we're going to find the difference. So think about what the next multiple of 10 is. Is there another multiple of 10 after that that you're going to jump to as well? And pause the video here and have a go at this one on your piece of paper, okay? Do that now. All done? Good. Right, let's go through it. So 582. We're jumping forward to the next multiple of 10. The next multiple of 10 is 590. What is the difference? Careful here. What was the difference between 582 and 90? It wasn't 10 this time. It was 8. Okay, let's jump forward to the next multiple of 10 because we still need to find the difference between 590 and 606. So, jumping forward to the next multiple of 10, that would have taken us to 600. That time, 90 to the next 100 is 10. And then 600, still need to get to 606, so a slightly smaller jump this time to 606. 600 to 606, the difference is 6. All that's left to do now is add these up. So 8 add 6 is 8 in my head, 6 count on, 14. Add this 10, 24. So my answer is 24. Okay, quite a tricky one, that one. Don't worry if you found that one a little confusing. What you can do now is pause the video or rewind. If you're finding it all a bit tricky, go back to the beginning and watch the video again, and make sure you use that piece of paper that you have and your pencil to write down the steps as I do them, and you can pause the video as many times as you like to do that. If you're finding it okay, then you can stop the video here and go on to the questions. Please make sure that you have a go at part 1 and part 2. If you want to and you'd like to challenge yourselves, then there is a part 3. Please make sure that you all use the traffic light system underneath the work today, the task that I have set. Please use the traffic light system and write your name next to the colour to show me how you found it. Okay? I look forward to seeing how you get on. And don't forget, when you post your work, if you want to leave me any comments, please do. Okay? Thank you, guys.